Hello everyone, this is Bradley back. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a little bit of a different video for me. This is going to be the colognes that I most regret purchasing. So like I just said, this is a little bit of a different video for my channel. I normally like to do fragrance reviews, and actually I like a lot of the fragrances that I own in my collection, but there are just a couple that I'm going to show you right now that I just absolutely regret buying. I'm going off on some rants in this video. I'm going to be showing you why I regret buying them for various different reasons. Of course, we've all been burned by blind buys before, such as myself, but I've also some definitely different reasons of why I was just questioning in my head why I would purchase that fragrance. Why would I do that? So stay tuned to this video. It's gonna be a little bit of a different video for my channel. Hope you enjoy. So let's start off with this one. Why not start from the very beginning? This was the first fragrance that I ever purchased, and you know what? In retrospect, I'm looking back, I'm like, why did I do that? This is Mont Blanc Legend. You know what? We were all in this position once, just getting into the cologne game. I had smelled this in like a magazine or something like that. I'm like, wow, this smells really good. I'm gonna go out and buy myself a bottle of this. I was very naive at the time. I think I bought this about 2 years ago, and I was like, yeah, I want to smell great. So I go into Macy's, waltz in there, like, yeah, I'm about to buy a really cool fragrance. This is how you do it. I don't care if it's 80 bucks. I want something expensive and nice. Little did I know, I could easily find this on a fragrance net or like Amazon for $20 at least for a 100ml bottle. I pretty much wasted 60 bucks right there, but at the time, I didn't care. I was naive. I was like, yeah, this is cool. Just bought an expensive fragrance. Boom, I'm getting it. But you know what? I don't even like it that much anymore. I don't really wear it, but still I hold on to it because it is the first fragrance that I ever bought. So I do kind of regret purchasing it, and I think we've all been there. We've all purchased a fragrance at full retail price before without knowing that you could find it for literally 60% off on most discount sites. So this is my story. This is my first fragrance that I got, and unfortunately I do regret purchasing it for that reason. Ooh, okay, next one guys, size matters. This one is a behemoth bottle. Let me say that right here, and I think we all have one of these in our collection, just a giant bottle of fragrance that we know we're never going to get through. This for me is Terre de Hermes Très Fraiche. I gave this one a pretty okay review. I reviewed it at the beginning of fall, and you know what, I was just like, yeah, I do like the scent, but I swear sometimes it like gives me a headache, or it's got me sick one time because I just like constantly sneeze whenever I smell it. Not sure if it's the fragrance or what it was, but that was just with that. And look at the size of this bottle. Just take a look at this bottle really quickly. This is a giant 4.2 fluid ounce bottle. This thing is huge, and realistically, come on, am I ever going to get through this thing? Am I ever going to get through this massive bottle? I only really wear this thing on warmer fall days, and like, you know, this thing's going to take me a million years to go through, so I kind of regret purchasing it for that. You know, there's a 2.5 ounce available that I could have picked up, but I said, oh, I want the big bottle, you know, so I do regret purchasing it for that. This giant bottle of fragrance that I don't wear that much, that I don't absolutely love, that I'm not going to go through. It's just kind of sitting in my fragrance collection, collecting dust, as you can see on the top, so yeah. I pause this video, guys. I know you all love that I film in outdoor locations. That's part of the reason why I love doing this on my channel, because I also love filming in nature outdoors here. But let me say, it is wintertime, and even though I'm in Virginia right here, there is not a stereotype that, oh, you're in Virginia, it's in the south, it's gonna be warm. Nah, it is very cold. Let me show you right now. You see that right there? It's 35 degrees with a heavy chance of snow. I'm freezing here, but you know what? I do it for you guys. I love filming outside, so it's gonna be a struggle, but this winter, you still look for my videos to be outdoors. Okay, this next one's gonna piss a lot of people off. I'm sorry, but I had to put it in this list. This is Dior Sauvage. This one is one of those that I bought into the hype, and unfortunately it came back to burn me because, you know, we've all heard about Dior Sauvage. It's a really amazing fragrance. Everybody loves it. It gets compliments left and right and stuff like that. But for me, it just does not do it. I finally come to that conclusion. I bought it at full retail price again. This is a giant 100ml bottle, which I don't really need that much of it because I don't wear it that often. Kind of synthetic, and I don't really love the smell as much as some other fragrances in my collection. And yeah, I bought into the hype, and it just let me down big time for this one. I've never really gotten any compliments with this at all. The performance is kind of weird on my skin, and I just overpaid. You know, I have Bleu de Chanel, I have all these other fragrances like Versace Joan Blue, Acqua di Gio Profumo, that all are better than this and smell pretty similar. This is kind of like that generic mass-pleasing scent, and they just all do it better than this one, and I kind of regret having it in my collection for that reason. And yeah, like I just said, this one I just bought into the hype. I really wanted to love this one. I wanted it to do all the things that the hype was saying that it was going to be like a huge compliment monster, but it just was not for me, unfortunately. So Dior Sauvage, I do regret purchasing this. If I weren't to have this at all, I'll probably be okay with that. I don't really love it that much. I know a lot of you folks out there do love it, but this just for me is not doing the trick. So unfortunately, Dior Sauvage, I do regret purchasing it. Okay, let's go with another one really quick. This one's a cheapie, which is good because obviously I don't like it that much. I think it's kind of pointless to have because I already have this counterpart. This is Azzaro Chrome Sport. If you don't know, this smells very similar to Versace Mano Fraiche, and I got this actually after Versace Mano Fraiche, and they smell extremely similar. This one just has sucky performance and just isn't as good in my opinion. It just kind of sits. I don't really wear it, so you know, I could get rid of this one pretty easily, no problem. It's a big bottle, a lot of juice in here, and yeah, it's just not as good as Versace Mano Fraiche, and fortunately it was only like 20 bucks, so I didn't get burned too bad on it, but I just don't really wear this one at all anymore. And I have one more from the house of Azzaro as well. This is when I was going on my crazy Azzaro Chrome like flanker spree, where I love Chrome so much, as you know. I was like, hey, these flankers have to be amazing. Let me just pick up all these flankers left and right. And this one just, not too good at all. This is Azzaro Chrome Summer Edition 2012. To me, it's just a boring, synthetic, grapefruit, cheap, generic fragrance. That's pretty much all that it is. Has kind of bad performance as well, and it was kind of hard to find. I spent a lot of time, did a lot of research trying to find it, and I was so happy when I found it, and it just isn't that good, so I do regret purchasing this one as well. Okay, now let's go with another one. I do a lot of blind buys. Fortunately for me, I have been pretty lucky that I haven't really been burned and like had any blind buys that I just absolutely hate. But this has to be one of them. I actually did like it quite a bit when I first got it, but now I'm just absolutely sick of it. I can't stand it. This is Animale Animale. You can see I have like a freaking whole bottle to go through of this stuff. This is just an old man scent. I smell this in church even on these older gentlemen so much, and I just don't like the smell. It's like a pineapple, patchouli thing. It's just really sickeningly sweet and really old, and I just don't like it whatsoever. So unfortunately, Animale Animale, I don't wear this thing at all anymore actually. It's just sitting here so I could toss this out of the way, wouldn't even care. So again, this is a blind buy that kind of came back to bite me. Again, it's not too expensive as some of these other ones, so that is a good thing, but at the same time, this is one that I should have done a little bit more research on before I purchased. Okay, I have two left to show you now. This is one that I actually really enjoy. I love this fragrance. Unfortunately, I paid, again, way too much for it. This is Klein CK2. This is actually a fragrance that I featured on my best fragrances of 2016 list, and when I first came out, I loved it. I was like, yes, I'm digging this. CK2 is awesome. Unfortunately, I was a little bit trigger happy, and I just was like, oh, I want this stuff so bad. I knew it was going to hit the discount retailers pretty soon and going to be half the price, so I'm like, you know what, I just want a full bottle. So I did pay pretty much full retail, like 60 or 70 bucks for this stuff, and yet you can find it now for what, like 25, 30 bucks. Again, I should have waited. I think we've all experienced this where we just want a fragrance so much that we don't care if we pay for full retail and we get it anyway, just to find out that literally a couple weeks later it went down in price huge. So unfortunately I got burned by this one again a little bit. I could have had an extra 60 bucks in my pocket at least, but unfortunately it didn't work out that way, but I still really enjoy the scent. Okay, and this next one right here, this is again another blind buy that didn't really go so well for me. Issey Miyake L'Eau d'Issey. I found out that I am not a big fan of florals at all in fragrances, and that's just all that I get from this is just florals, florals, and more florals. Kind of a synthetic, weird lemon floor cleaner citrus type thing, and I don't know, it just has bad performance. I don't really ever wear it that much, and again, I could do without it. L'Eau d'Issey, not my favorite thing. So again, I got burned a little bit with this blind buy right here. Not one of my favorite fragrances at all by any means. And I saved this one for last. This is definitely going to be a controversial pick, but hear me out on this one. I know a lot of other people feel the same way about this as I do. This is La Nuit de L'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. For information, this is a 2015 batch, and you know what? This fragrance has been hyped to death, right? This is like, if you just come to the fragrance community, this seems like a god or something. Like, everybody worships La Nuit de L'Homme because they say, oh, it's an amazing fragrance, it's like a panty dropper, it's a sexy fragrance, woman can't keep your hands off you when you wear it. Unfortunately, that's not really the case with me. I don't get really any compliments with this. I feel like this fragrance is always constantly trying to live up to something that it just can't. This is a 2015 batch. That's pretty much the only batch that you can find. I bought this right when I came into the fragrance community, and it was just like, yeah, you know, I didn't really know about the batch reformulations. I wish I did, because I would have spent more time in research and actually try to find more of an older batch if I were to buy this at all, because whenever I wear this, I'm always thinking in my mind, I'm trying to compare it to something that it's not. You know, I'm trying to compare it to these older batches that are amazing, and I always feel like there's something left to be desired, you know? Whenever I wear this, I have a feeling of emptiness and feeling like, wow, this could have been something great, but yet I'm stuck with this, and that's not really what I want. It's kind of like a bittersweet feeling, if you will, because I still do really enjoy the scent. I don't think it will ever live up to what we have made it out to be. And that about wraps it up for me. That was my list of fragrances that I do regret purchasing. Let me know what fragrances you just absolutely regret buying, that you were just like, look back and like, what am I doing? Why did I just buy this bottle, you know? I know we've all done it, so let me know about those stories in the comments section down below, and I'll see you guys later with another video. Hopefully it warms up here, or hopefully we get some snow, one or the other. And I'll see you back hopefully on my channel soon with another video.